So is this all helping or hurting? This, pointing out to the world that Donald Trump appears to have committed some serious crimes. John in New York City, listening on Sirius XM. John, you think that this is going to get Trump reelected?
It's not resonating well with the American people. Basically, I think the Democrats understand they can't beat him. This is a last-ditch effort. I also think that they're trying to posture for the upcoming indictments that are going to come down regarding Hillary and Obama and what they played into the Ukraine debacle. And it's just a matter of time. Trump will win in 2020. And you're going to see people in handcuffs. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, you may be right, John. I'm fascinated by this. We know that Trump cut a deal with Poroshenko, the former corrupt president, and that in April of this year, when Lysenko got elected, the non-corrupt guy, that's when they started scrambling, Rudy and Perry and Sondland, trying to cut the similar deal with the new guy. But what is the deal with Ukraine that you think Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are going to go to jail for?
Well, I don't think per se that those two powerful people will go to jail. I mean,
you said they're going to be in handcuffs. What'd they do? What'd they do wrong?
The dossier is gonna come out with who was behind it, and it's going to lead to Obama and Hillary.
Are you talking about the Christopher Steele dossier, the one that was initially hired by the Washington Examiner, I believe it was? It's the right-wing newspaper in Washington, D.C., and then on behalf of
that's not the right spin.
It's actually what happened though. It was on behalf, I believe, of the Marco Rubio campaign. Initially funded that dossier.
Stop taking the same medication that Adam Schiff is taking, because it's not reality. Okay. Listen.
So what's reality? I'm asking you. Tell me. What did Obama and Clinton do that's going to get them thrown in jail?
Exactly what they're accusing Trump of. Meddling in an election and using people to try to unseat a person who's running for office. It's to point the fingers because it's exactly what the Democrats
Okay, let me get this straight. John, let me tell you what I think you're saying. I think you're saying that because Christopher Steele worked for British intelligence in a previous, before he retired, and became a private investigator, that because he's British, that a political party or a political campaign hiring him, a Brit, not an American, to investigate a candidate, Donald Trump, is the same thing as the President of the United States committing extortion against a foreign government. But Christopher Steele is not a foreign government.
You're labeling it as extortion. You're labeling it as extortion.
Yeah,
Nobody else is.
Sure, I'm labeling it as extortion. You're labeling it as a good deal. I get that. That's fine. But, what Trump did was tried to get a foreign government to basically meddle in our election. What Clinton did after she picked up this dossier, from, I think it was the Marco Rubio campaign, after he dropped out. I mean, it was one of the Republican candidates. It might have been Ted Cruz, but I'm pretty sure it was Marco Rubio who initially had hired this thing. But what Clinton did was hired a private detective to do research. There's, to the best of my knowledge, no law against that. There is a law against having foreign governments interfere in elections. Christopher Steele did not work for the British government at the time that happened.
Right,
he was a private eye.
Hillary should be in jail. Hillary should be in jail because she interfered with the Russian elections while she was in the Department of State. That's a known fact.
Well,
why do you think Putin went after her?
She absolutely did. Yeah, sure. As Secretary of State, I agree, and I understand. But that's not illegal. That was the U.S. foreign policy. That was our policy set by Congress and by the president out in the open. Our policy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
That was a rogue move by Hillary Clinton, and Putin played her one better, and he's part of the reason she was not elected, and it must burn her daily because she played with the big boys, and the big boys slapped her down.
I agree that
agree.
Russian involvement in our election helped put Donald Trump in the White House. Doesn't it concern you, though, that the guy in the White House was put there by a foreign government?
Do I think he was?
No, you just said he was. I'm asking, doesn't that concern you, though? I mean, what if the next president is put into place by Turkey or by Iran?
I don't view Russia as this huge enemy that America portrays them
By
as.
and large, John,
So
I
they're
don't either.
communists.
I think that we should have good relations with Russia. I want us to have good relations with
Right.
Russia. We're the two largest
Right.
nuclear powers in the world. I'm all in favor of that.
And why is the
But
world?
that's not
why
the
is
point here.
world,
I'm still trying to figure out why you think that what Obama and Clinton did, which was the official policy of the United States, is going to get them put in jail, whereas what Trump did, which was to violate the official policy of the United States. The official policy of the United States is that we oppose foreign governments involving themselves in our elections, and Trump tried to get a foreign government.
Policy. It's
Of course
not
it
the
is.
official policy of the United States government. Just let me finish. I let you speak.
Sure.
To use the FBI and the CIA to go after Donald Trump. And they went after him, and it's been proven, okay? James Clapper and the rest of Comey and all the other dirtbags that are around them.
They
It's been
did. They
proven
did start
already.
an investigation. You're absolutely right, John. They did look
And
into
it hasn't been finished yet.
and according to them, they were trying to find out if a foreign government was trying to corrupt the Trump campaign. And little did they know that the Trump campaign was trying to get a foreign government to participate in our election.